All right, thank you guys for showing up. I want to start every meeting with recognition on just like where everybody's at right now. And since this is a group meeting, we're going to do group shout outs. I do have team shout outs too, but right now the top 5 teams in all of Empowering Sense is Northern Wax Queens, whoop whoop, Butterfly Kisses, Sense of Steel, Fearless Sunflowers, and Empowering Sense teams. Those are top teams, you guys. So if that person is your immediate director, so very, 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 very proud of everybody. Active Frontline, super, super important, and it is like the basis of your pay, basically. So that's why it's so important to not have the bare minimum. Active Frontline. Emily Smith with 9 and Mindy Hilton with 8. So again, y'all are going to hear a lot of the same names with all of this recognition today. Sponsoring shout outs, Nikki Mayhew, Melissa Partica, Emily Smith, and Sydney Bergeron all have sponsored one person this month. So very proud of you guys for doing that. Shout out to Heather Dunbar, Melissa Partica, and Sarah Panko for all being the only leaders in our entire group paid at title so far. It's really, really cool when someone is paid at title before the end of the month, because that normally means a promotion's coming. And some of those girls just promoted last month or the month before. So really exciting. Okay. Really, really, really exciting. Just because there's so many announcements, top 5 PRV for our group, Mindy Hilton, Heather Dunbar, Emily Smith, Melissa Partica, and Melissa, I hope I'm saying your name right, and Nikki Mayhew. Top 5 PRV for Empowering Sense team. So if I'm your director, Mindy Hilton, Nikki Mayhew, myself, Jessica Eccles Torres, and Deborah Allen. So really, really awesome for you guys with that. So I just have a few announcements for you guys, and like this is going to be a quick meeting, and I know that I always try to say it's a quick meeting, but I promise it's going to be a quick meeting. It just will be. Group meetings, the dates have been set for our group meetings. They're open to anyone Empowering Sense wide, but by all means your director's meeting has priority over this. So please don't ever tell your director, oh, I can't make it to our team meeting because I want to go to Katrina's group meeting. Please do not do that. But our group meetings have been set for the entire year. I have a graphic that's going to go up with all of those dates, and I will email them to you guys as well. But it's the 3rd Monday, just like it is now, 8 p.m., just like it is now. Except for in June, that'll be the 4th Monday, and that's only because of SFR. So the dates really quickly, just if you guys watch it on the replay and you want to jot it down, January 17th, February 21st, March 21st, April 18th, May 16th, June 27th, July 18th, August 15th, September 19th, October 17th, November 21st, and December 19th. This is something that I struggled with hardcore. If you're a director on here, you guys, they know like how hard this decision was for me. Moving forward into 2022, I will no longer be doing leader meetings. I know I've had a lot of people tell me that they're bummed that I'm not going to do leader meetings. But it's purely because if you don't know this already, I'm very much pregnant. Baby is due in early February. Probably going to have her before then. So I just want there to be consistency throughout the whole year. While this is not my first baby, she is, if you're a mom and you're watching, you know that like transitioning just the life of having a newborn at home is going to be hard. So I want it to be smooth transition for the whole group. And really, I want it to be one less meeting for you guys to have to attend as a leader, just because we do have so many amazing leadership meetings that are offered to us. So it's one less meeting you have to attend. So please be sure though to attend our SSD's leadership meetings. Those dates have already been set. They're posted in Legacy Leaders. But, and I feel like this was a really good compromise. While I won't be doing a monthly leadership meeting, I am committing myself and holding myself accountable by telling you guys on this recording that you will see me do a weekly leadership live in Legacy Leaders. Okay, so you will see weekly leadership content from me. And if you're not a leader and you still want to see that content, it will always be uploaded onto my YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed, go subscribe to it. Literally every training that I do, I put on the YouTube channel. Also, no more group title calls. I know a lot of other leaders loved that I did them and they worked for a little bit, but honestly, I wasn't seeing, we saw progress in the beginning and slowly, we did them for about 6 months. It just ended up being the same people showing up for those calls. And while it's great for the one person that it helps, well, it is great. It just, if I'm being honest, it started to become very repetitive, same people, same questions from the same people, and no one really doing, like, putting in the work. I'm not saying no one, but like majority of the people. So we're going back to one-on-one coaching calls, but like I said, going into the new year, I have a new baby. So for my personal, I don't know, call it mental awareness, mental health, whatever, I have to put forth parameters on who I choose to do one-on-one coaching calls with. So I'm just being very transparent with you on this. If you don't hit these parameters, it doesn't mean that I'm never going to work with you. It just means that you're probably going to be back burner for me. It doesn't mean that you don't have a place on our team at all, but these are the parameters that I have put forth for myself, what I expect of my leaders, what I expect of anyone who wants to grow. If you are a hobbyist, obviously this does not apply to you. If you are just here for the discount, this does not apply to you. Please do not take offense to this. My parameters to do a one-on-one, so like say in January, I'm looking at this month, if you had your 500 by the 15th, if you have 1K by the end of the month, and if you are a leader, that you're paid a title. If you don't hit all those 3 things, you're gonna go on a separate list for me. Like if you hit 2 of those things and not one of them, like you're gonna go on a separate list. But I really, really, really want to work with the people that want to work. I want to work with the people who are showing up for their own business, because I can't show up more for your business than you do. I hope that that makes sense. And I hope that no one is offended by that. I do want to say thank you to everybody who participated in the gift exchange. It was really awesome seeing all the gifts that everybody got. You guys know that that's my love language, so I love seeing that. And it was really fun. Bring Back My Bar Sampler is still available, 126 PRV. If you have not watched my previous training on what I'm personally doing with Bring Back My Bar Sampler, go to my YouTube channel and watch that. Use it for booking parties. Otherwise, if you're going to make samples of them, I uploaded a whole drive of labels that I made today for you guys so that you don't have to do that. And I'm going to touch on that in just a second. World Tour registration has been extended, $53 in person or virtual, 0 excuse. If you are someone on this team, in this group, that you, sorry, I just saw Mindy's comment about her floor lamp. Did you ever find out who got that for you? Okay, good. If you are someone in this group, in this team, and you say that you want to grow, but you're not registered for World Tour, I cannot help you. Events are so important, especially when we're being offered a virtual option. This is the first time we've been offered an in-person and a virtual option. Take advantage of it. 100% take advantage of it. And I will say that a little bit of frustration comes to me just because I know that myself, Nikki, Mindy, and Emily and Carly, we have all offered, put the offer out there that if anyone needs help making a plan on how to save, how to make, what do they need to do in sales 1 month to earn on their paycheck to pay for the registration or whatever you need to pay for to get to in-person a world tour. And no one has taken any of us up on that offer. No one. So if you want to grow, you need to be registered for an event. Leaders are born at events and leaders are expected to attend events. That's all I'll say. World Tour shirts that our SSDs have put together, really cool QR code. We shared that. I bumped it today because I ordered mine today. Mindy ordered hers. World Tour shirts ordered by the 23rd. That is closing on the 23rd. So keep in mind that she's not going to ship them until after she closes them out. So if you did buy your shirt like last week when they first went up for sale, like that's how her orders work. The last few things that I wanted to touch on with you guys is something fun that we did last year. So obviously if you're new, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Last year, the SSDs had us choose a word for the year. And like last year, this whole year, my word has been one. Like, do it for the one person who needs it. One party can change your whole business. One person can change your whole business. Do the one training, do the one hard thing that you've been putting off. And that really worked for me this year. And the reason why is because you get to decide what your whole year is going to look like by picking this word. Okay. And this word is going to help shape and define your entire mindset throughout the whole year. Put this word, whatever you pick your word to be, put it everywhere where you can see it. I don't even want to change my letterboard warmer because my letterboard warmer has said from day one, do it for the one. And it applies to so many aspects of my life, not just my business. But my word this year, going into 2022, is simplify. And that is why I've made the decisions that I've made. I have to move forward into the new year, simplifying as much as I can when it comes to my business. It's not fair to my growing family. It's not fair to me, and it's not fair to y'all either for me to not be able to give 100% of myself to you guys. So you will see a lot more simplified systems coming from me, simplified trainings coming from me, just more of a simplified schedule coming from me. It's just, the more I thought about it, I was just like, nope, I love simple. I love, even like when it comes to the aesthetic, like, hello, I love Rae Dunn, and you can't get any more simple than freaking white mugs with black lettering on them. Just pick a word. And if you want to share it, in the chat, or if you want to share it on our team page or your director's page, but you don't have to pick one right now, like, unless you already have it picked out. Like, take some time and put some thought into it. And like, I promise you, your word, when you know it, it will hit you and you will be emotional about it, because that's how I was with last year's word, with this year's word. I just put some thought into it, and it really will help your mindset throughout the whole year, because I promise you, if the other directors on this call wanted to like narc on me, I've experienced burnout a lot this year, and I've had to constantly remind myself that I'm doing this for the one person on my team that needs it. Even though we are a group of almost 200 people, there have been times that I've felt like no one's listening to me except one person. And they're like, I'm listening to you, girl. You do it for me. You do it for me. That's who you're doing it for. And you can see Mindy smirking because she knows that she's who I'm talking about. It really helps with your mindset throughout the whole year to reflect on your word. So it's not a requirement, but I very much encourage you, pick a word to help define your whole year, okay? Setting your goals and your priorities. We touched on this a little bit, so I'm not going to dig too deep into this, but really what I wanted to talk about the most is, it's very hard for me to say this nicely. If you can make this meeting a priority, but you're sitting at 0 PRV right now, I need you to sit back and ask yourself why. Why are you on this meeting? Are you here just to show up, just to say that you showed up on this meeting? Because I wish that you would put this much effort into your business, into having some sort of PRV. Because if I'm being completely transparent with you, I'm not happy that Empowering Sense team has the least amount of TWV. We have the least amount of sales out of all of the other directors in Empowering Sense group. I'm not happy about that, if I'm being honest. I'm not happy about the fact that Empowering Sense team only has 6 people active this month. So other directors, I'm looking at you when I tell you, if you think you're having a hard month, it's not just you. I'm putting myself on blast. But if you're on this meeting and you're sitting at 0 PRV, I need to know why. I need to know why, because it's not impressing me that you're showing up to a meeting. It's not impressing me that you're watching this meeting on a replay, even. If you can't put this much effort that you did to show up on this meeting, this much effort in remembering, oh, I have a meeting tonight, I have to be on this meeting. Put that much effort into your business every day. Make the posts, schedule the post in your VIP page, schedule the posts on your business page. If you don't have a VIP page, make one. If you don't have a business page, make one. Take the time to take pictures, small videos, put them on your stories. Again, something that I struggled back and forth with sharing is it's very hard for me. I almost canceled this meeting. But I literally had another leader tell me, but you have more than one person who is active on your team. So you're going to do the meeting for that one person. Okay. Something that I don't want to admit, but like, because we are a party company and you should 100% be partying. And you should absolutely, I do these meetings, by the way, on the 3rd Monday for a reason, because by the time this meeting happens, you should have your PRV figured out. You should have it mapped out for this month. You should just be trying to catch up on, actually hitting your goal. You're not even active right now, if I'm being honest, okay? This, what was I gonna say? I just brain farted. What I didn't want to admit, see? That's how far I pushed it in the back of my head. What was I gonna say, babe? You're just looking at me like I'm scared to talk to you right now. Not getting in on this? No?
Katrina, it was something about partying.
It was about partying. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's very hard for me to help someone when you have 0 PRV right now, or less than 100 PRV the 3rd week of the month, when I have not partied at all this month. And if I'm being really honest, I have not done my follow-ups in 2 months. Yes, my accountability partner is going to chew my ass for that. But I have not done follow-ups yet. Okay. And I have not partied this month either. I have not had a single party. And I have almost 1,300 PRV. So please tell me how I'm supposed to pour into someone who can't even get active. And I don't want to hear, oh, Katrina, you've been doing this for 4 years. You have the customer base to support it and blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All I have done this month for my PRV is I have consistently shared in my VIP page, on my stories, and in my personal page. I can't even say I've been consistent on my business page, if I'm being honest with you, okay? I have shared literally the sales that we've had every single week. I've shared the LTOs that we have all the time. I've shared regular catalog items. I have engaged with my VIP group every single day. You have to pour into your business. You cannot, some of you aren't even just posting a link. And I can't, it's not, I don't know what else to say other than I can't want it for you. Because I do want it so bad for you. And I wish that you would want it for you. But please take that from a place of love. I don't mean it to be mean. Please take it for just what I'm saying for when you go into the new year with what you want, when you're going to think about your goals and your priorities and your word for 2022, please understand that like someone else can't want this business for you. They can't want you to succeed for you. You have to want it. You have to go after it yourself. Okay? I really, really do love y'all. And I didn't mean to be like to come off mean or anything, but you have to just start showing up, and you have to, and I don't mean just showing up on these meetings, because it blows my mind if someone's on a meeting and they have 0 PRV. Okay? It doesn't make any sense to me for someone to be on a meeting and have 0 PRV the 3rd week of the month, but to still tell me that they want this to work when you've not done anything. I'm friends with literally all of you on Facebook. I see what all of you post. So you can't say, well, I only share in my VIP group. Well, there's your problem. You're limiting your audience. There's your problem if you're only sharing in your VIP group. You got to share on your personal page. You got to share on your stories. And if you think you're being spammy, switch up what you're sharing. Stop sharing flyers. Stop sharing pictures that aren't yours. Share how you are actually using the products in your home. If you only use the cleaning stuff at home, if you don't use warmers and wax and you only use cleaning stuff and laundry stuff, then that's what you share. Be authentic in what you share. I'm not telling you to be fake, but you have to start showing up for you, because if you don't show up for yourself, you cannot expect your leaders to show up for you at all. So I love you guys. I didn't want this to like be
Rude, crude,
or socially unattractive, like Bart. So I'm gonna stop the recording. I do love y'all.